Kool TV proudly presents Lewis County Lions Baseball as the Kool Sports Network brings you coverage of the Lions live from Vanceburg, Kentucky. Now let's head to the field for the pregame show and Lewis County Lions Baseball live on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening from Vanceburg as we get you set for baseball action in Raceland and Lewis County as we dip into week number 2 of 63rd District action. Good evening, everyone. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here tonight. The Raceland Rams roll in off a 5-2 victory over Pikeville Friday night in the All-A sectionals. They'll be headed off to Owensboro this weekend to go down and play in the All-A state tournament. They'll play against Campbellsville in their opening round matchup. Meanwhile, last week, 2 wins over Russell. 5-3 at home, 11-9 up in Russell on that cold Tuesday night to move their district slate to 2-0. Last week, Lewis County, they fell in both games to Greenup County, 11-7 down in Lloyd, 15-0 in 5 innings here in Vanceburg on Wednesday. And then they lost Thursday night against Estill County, 5-2. So a 3-game skid for the Lions, trying to even things up in their district seeding games as they'll try to start it here tonight against the undefeated Raceland Rams. Raceland and Greenup sit at 2-0, Lewis and Russell at 0-2. Greenup and Russell, they'll play their first of 2 games tonight over in Greenup, and then they'll move to Russell tomorrow night. All right, we'll step out for a break. We'll come back. We'll be at our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. Raceland and Lewis County as we continue our coverage here on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella. Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private, nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. For over a century, KCU has been transforming the hearts and minds of students through a Christ-centered academic community that is both academically rigorous and intimately personal. Begin the journey to the career of your dreams today at kcu.edu.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Back here in Vanceburg as we get you set for first pitch between Raceland and Lewis County, first of two games in this home-and-home setting. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Raceland Rams, 12-4 on the season. Leading things off, a much different-looking lineup tonight will be the first baseman, Caden Shore, batting second, and playing third base is Landon Bloss. Batting third and left field is Connor Thacker. The cleanup hitter is the catcher, Eli Lind. Batting fifth and pitching is Brigham Davidson. Batting sixth at second base is Michael Pennington. Batting seventh at shortstop, Parker Eisen. Batting eighth in right field, Kate Coldiron. And batting ninth in center field is Gunnar Smith. Shore, Bloss, Thacker, Lind, Davidson, Pennington, Eisen, Coldiron, and Smith. Defensively for the Lions, left to right will be Bob McGlone, Connor Plank, and Bryson Toller. Third to first, Cam Ferris, Kyron Ferguson, Hunter Bivens, and Brody Detillion. Parker Jordan behind the dish, and the right-hander of Zane Smike on the bump. That didn't update. There we go. Fifth appearance for Smike. He's got an 0-3 record with a 9 ERA. 14 innings of work, 22 hits, 9 walks, 9 strikeouts, 24 runs allowed, 18 of those have been earned. Bit of a sticky evening here in Vanceburg. A nice breeze kind of helps cool it down a little bit, but we're going to be 71 degrees on first pitch with a little bit of a breeze kind of blowing out toward that right center field gap. So Caden Shore will start things off for us. Shore batting .425 on the season. Swings it well from the left side. 17 hits, 12 driven in, 4 doubles, 15 walks. Very patient guy at the plate. The first pitch misses downstairs for a ball, and this ball game is underway. An early start in Vanceburg. It's what we like. 5:54 first pitch, 71 degrees. A mixture of mostly clouds hanging over top of the ballpark, and a nice breeze out into the right center field gap. This one's lifted skyward to the shortstop. Ferguson will gather it. One down here in the first. So the third baseman of Landon Bloss comes in. Bloss a .311 hitter. 14 hits, 5 driven in with a double. 5 walks on the season. Corner's pinched in for Bloss. He ropes this one down the right side. That one's bending. Foul. Our umpires for tonight's game, Anthony Stapleton behind the dish, Zach Moore on the bases. Happy to have everyone along with us here tonight on Kool TV. First of 2 games between these two. We'll switch things over to what's going to be a sunny and beautiful afternoon in Ramland tomorrow night, 6 o'clock first pitch. Had some rain up here earlier today. Saw most of the afternoon down in Raceland as well. But the rain band kind of went away from Vanceburg, still kind of hanging around down around home. But I think we're going to stay dry through much of this one here tonight. Bloss behind 0-2. Smike trying to make quick work of the first 2 batters. And he has this one hit back up the middle. Bivens will backhand, bobble, and throw, and it's not in time. So the error on the second baseman will allow the first base runner of the ball game to reach, and that brings in the left fielder of Connor Thacker. Thacker batting .333 on the season, 13 hits with 12 driven in, a double, 11 walks. He and Shore, the only two with double-digit walks on the team on the year. Bloss a healthy lead over at first with the southpaw of Detillion holding. Smike misses that one high for a ball, 1-0. Raceland is an aggressive team on the base pass, 49 of 55. They love to play small ball, as most people know, and they will bunt it into the ground as many as anybody will ever see if you give them the opportunity. The long hold, the pitch. That one gets away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to the left fielder. Shore the ground out, or a fly out, excuse me. Then Bloss looked like he had a ground out sized up, and Bivens bobbles it out at second and allows him to move. A changeup down and away is 3 balls and no strikes to the left fielder, Connor Thacker. The catcher, Eli Lynn, stands in the on-deck circle, will go next. Thacker settles back in, deep in the box, open stance from the left side. Fares up on the grass over at third base. Bloss had a running lead and nearly got picked off. Great job there by Smike reading it. Good job there by Bloss to get back to the bag without getting picked off. Right-hander from the belt. 3-0 pitch at the knees. They're calling strike 3-1. Smike only a sophomore. Kind of assumed the role of one of the main arms on this rotation for Seth Wallingford's staff this year. 3-1. Leaves that one upstairs, and it's a one-out walk to Connor Thacker. So to bring in the catcher of Eli Lind with 2 on and 1 out here in the first. Lind batting .265 on the season. 13 hits, 7 driven in, 6 doubles on the year. That's kind of been his MO. It's been base hit or double. Nothing really in between. Big breaking ball that stays up and in as it comes across. 1-0. Bloss at second, Thacker out at first. Here's a ball out into the gap, right center field, and that one's got extra bases written all over it. Both runners are going to score. Lynn's going to pull out at second base and stand up with a 2 RBI double, and Raceland leads this one 2-0. Like I said, with Lind, he's either a single or double guy, and that's his 7th single of the season. So Aiden Schaefer will come on to run. And I believe they're going to, that's sort of what Coach Wallingford was coming out there to ask about, was looking toward third base. So Brigham Davidson comes in, a .231 hitter. Good start for the Rams. Let's see if Lewis County can settle things down and get out of the inning without giving up any more. First pitch to Davidson stays up and up out of the zone, 1-0. Detillion up on the grass over at first in case Davidson wants to bunt. He has jamming the inside corner of the plate with his toes on the white line. They work away, and the changeup misses down and away, 2-0. Michael Pennington in the on-deck circle will go next. Rams lead at 2-0 on a 2 RBI double from Eli Lind, his 7th of the season. The 2-0. A rocket down the first base line. That's a base hit. Schaefer will come around to score. Davidson will slam on the brakes. Now he'll take out to second base. It's going to be an RBI single, and then he'll move up on the fielding error by Toller out in left or out in right, and that makes it 3-0. So Briar Parsons will come on to run for the pitcher Davidson. And now Jordan's going to go out and have a word with his battery mate of Smike after the Rams have dented the scoreboard 3 times. And now they're saying he cannot come on. I have no idea. I've never seen that. Listed as a designated hitter, but I've seen them. They've listed that as long as I've been around Marty, and they've always brought the guy to run in for him. Yeah, he doesn't go to designated hitter until he leaves the game as a pitcher. Odd. Either way. Well, Michael Pennington steps in. Pennington playing second base for the Rams. 3 across here on the visiting first. The 0-1. Runner going. Throw down to third base. Kicks away. That's going to bring Davidson on around. He'll come in without a throw, and it's 4-0 Rams. That's going to bring a visit to the mound as well. So the error on the catcher. So 3 errors in the inning here for Lewis County. And the Rams have plated 4 runs out of it. Coach Wallingford having a very one-sided conversation at the bump with his sophomore right-hander. Check in some scores around Major League Baseball today. One game already final as it's Marathon Day up in Boston as the Red Sox beat the White Sox today 4-2. 3 games getting ready to get underway. Yankees are in Cleveland. Padres are at the Tigers. Reds are in Miami. Those are games in the 6 o'clock hour. Tonight at 7, Phillies, Mets, Cardinals, Braves. 8 o'clock is Astros hosting the Blue Jays. And the Brewers are at the Giants tonight at 9:45. All right, 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Count moves to 2 balls and a strike to the second baseman of Pennington. Pennington been hitting the ball rather well as of late. Had a bases-clearing double in the first inning up at Russell and an 11-9 win. 2-1 pitch, ropes this one down the right side. That was going to have been foul and out of play. The one thing with this ballpark is you don't give up on a foul ball because you have enough real estate where you could sandwich the 2 of them together and land a small aircraft. One down in the inning. That was the leadoff batter of Shore, fly out to shortstop. The Rams have played it 4 since then, and Pennington sends this one over into the bushes and hangs around for another one. Again, this series will shift to Raceland tomorrow night, 6 o'clock first pitch. Be game number 4 in district seeding matchups for the 2 teams. Another one down the right side and another foul ball. Good at bat here by Pennington. 4 runs on 2 hits, 3 Lewis County errors here in the first frame, trying to stop the bleeding. Two. Rolled out toward the shortstop. Ferguson will field and throw. And gets him at the bag. A little bit late. They're going to say he was just there, so an infield single. As Pennington gets down the line rather quickly and beats out the throw from Ferguson. So Parker Eisen climbs in, a .295 hitter. Pennington is a threat to run over at first base, 8 of 9 in stolen bases on the season. Ferris all the way up the line at third base. There goes the runner. And Jordan's not going to be able to make the exchange as Pennington will take second base without a throw. The 1-0. Breaking ball hit through the hole on the left side, and that's into left field, a base hit. Eisen will stop at first base, and they're at the corners with 1 down here in the first. So it brings in Cade Coldiron. Coldiron, a sophomore, batting .295 on the year, 13 hits with 7 driven in, 2 doubles. Big opportunity here for him to pick up an RBI here in the visiting first inning. Rams already up 4-0. Eisen's off to the races. Coldiron shows bunt. It's in the dirt. Eisen will take second on defensive indifference. So now second and third with 1 out. Let's see if they bring the infield in now. Good speed all the way around the base paths. Coldiron lays off that one, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. They're going to say it hit him. Typically, an umpire holds his hands up and says dead ball. So the 9th batter of the inning coming to the plate of Gunnar Smith. 341 hitter for the center fielder for the Rams. 14 hits, all singles. He's got blistering speed. The Rams are covered up the pillows with great speed all the way around. And he wears it in the back. Back-to-back hit. Batters will bring home a run for the Rams. Smith picks up the RBI, and it's 5-0. I believe that's the second time in the last week that he's picked up an RBI off a hit by pitch. So Caden Shore 0 for 1, a flyout. He's the only out of the inning. He flew out weakly to Ferguson over at short. Eisen at third, Coldiron at second, Smith over at first. Mike's going to go from the windup. Shore looks at a filthy breaking ball that tumbles in there for a called strike. Shore settles them in the left-hand side. 0-1 pitch, chopped it back to the mound. They'll come to the plate for 1. They'll try to go to first base for 2, and they got him. 1-2-3 double play. And Lewis County stops the bleeding at 5. We're through a half an inning. Raceland 5, Lewis County coming to bat after this on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
refresh,
refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here at Vanceburg, 5-0 Raceland. As Lewis County will come to the plate. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Connor Blake will lead things off. He'll play center field. Braden McGlone bats second, plays left field. Shortstop Kyron Ferguson bats third. The third baseman Cam Ferris will do the cleanup hitter. John Reeder will be the designated hitter. He'll bat fifth. St. Smike bats sixth and pitches. Brody Detillion bats seventh at first base. Parker Jordan will do the catching, batting eighth. And batting ninth and playing right field is Bryson Toller. So Connor Blank will start things off. First pitch from Davison misses wide for a ball, 1-0. Plank a .256 hitter on the season. 10 hits, 7 driven in with 2 doubles. 2 balls and no strikes. This was something that Davidson struggled with out at Russell last week, is throwing strikes. He worked himself out of a good cushion into a bit of a pickle. And that's something his bugaboo has been this year, is giving up the free passes. We'll look at his numbers here in just a moment, but he's behind 3-0 here to Connor Plank to start things off here in the first. 4 straight. Let's take a look at the defense for the Rams behind Davidson. Left to right, it'll be Connor Thacker, Gunnar Smith, and Cade Coldiron. Third to first, Landon Bloss, Parker Ice, and Michael Pennington, and Caden Shore. A-line Lynn behind the dish, and Brigham Davidson on the bump. So Bob McGlone steps in. Davidson, his 7th appearance on the season with a 3-1 record. You see the numbers there, 13 walks to 9 strikeouts. As he finally gets a first pitch over for a strike. Plank over at first base. Lewis County 31 of 39 on stolen base attempts on the season. Plank 8 of 10. He'll walk away from the bag, and a quick snap throw over easily back in is the senior. Oh, 1 fouled away. That's what you want to do. You got a 5-0 lead. Throw strikes. Let your defense work behind you. There's one pitch that you need to work in your arsenal that night. Fastball. 0-2 breaking ball stays up and away, 1-2. Plank, McGlone, and Ferguson, the 3 that'll go here this evening in the first frame for the Lions. Davidson comes set. Runs up and in, nearly gets him. 2-2. Half-hearted swing there as he ties him up on the inside corner for a swinging strike. 1 down in the inning. So Kyron Ferguson steps in, batting .400 on the season. Davidson, a long study of the wristband as he'll come set from the chest. Runner going. Throw down to second base. It was in time, but it scoots past, and Plank's going to take the bag And a runner in scoring position here for the Lions in the home first inning. So Plank picks up his 9th stolen base on the season. Now let's see if the Lions can capitalize. 2 balls and no strikes. Ferris in the on-deck circle will go next. The 2-0. Lifted skyward, deep left field. Thacker dropping back at the warning track, at the wall, up against the face of the wall. It's going to bring home the runner from second base. He had to wait to make certain it wasn't going to be caught. It's going to be an RBI double by Kyron Ferguson, and Lewis County's on the board 5-1. Towering fly ball out to left, and Thacker did everything he could to get to it. And it just falls in right at the base of the fence. So Cam Ferris steps in, a .417 hitter. Ferguson picks up his 2nd double of the season. Nice breaking ball to the outside corner, a called strike 0-1. Check of the runner back at second base. Ferguson back in fairly easily. The 0-1. Chopped foul at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes to the third baseman. Ferris plays a little bit of everywhere for the Lions. Was out at second base last time we were up here. Over at third tonight. Oh, 2 up and in. I don't want to jinx us about the weather, but I think we might be settled in for a little bit of a decent span here for the next couple of weeks. A mixture of some rain showers that's supposed to be in there, but nothing with a flooding type of any kind that's supposed to be in that mix. It was funny, I talked with Coach Wallifer this morning. I said, is there any chance with the rain possibilities that this thing could flip to Raceland today? And I said, you know, if there was anything, he goes, listen, we need all the rain we can get. I said, that's crazy to say thinking about how much rain you had up here 2 weeks ago. He said, tell me about it. And it is. You look at the field, I mean, it's dry. They watered the bases and home plate area well, and but I mean, you can look at the dirt and tell it's dry right now. And a lot of that has to do with the wind that we've seen over the last little bit as well. But, yeah, I mean, this place was underwater to the point it was almost above the fence out in the outfield. And they're looking for rain. So Ferris goes down on strikes, 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring in the designated hitter of John Reeder. Batting .220 on the 9 hits, 5 driven in with 2 doubles. Lifts this one skyward over toward first base. Shore giving it a look. He's going to get over to the fence, but does not make the catch. I said, you've got a lot of real estate to navigate with here in foul territory, and especially on a ball that just gets weakly up in the air on that right side. The wind's blowing that direction, so it's going to carry it toward that fence. And that was the situation that Shore did. He got up against it and just ran out of real estate right at the face of the fence. 0-1 breaking ball, hammered toward the hole. Eisen gets around it, makes a strong throw, and a stretch by Shore. What a play to end the inning. We take a look at it on the Eisen's Cards and Collectibles. Instant replay. We've played one. Raceland leads at 5-1. Back after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the top of inning number 2. 5-1. Raceland leading it. Bloss, Thacker, and Lind coming up this frame. Rams sent 10 batters to the plate in the visiting first inning. So Landon Bloss will lead us off. 0 for 1, reached on an error, 1 of 3 in the frame by the Lewis County Lions. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Bloss 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts in that 5-2 win over Pikeville Friday night down at Pikeville. There's a rope back off the top of the glove. Bivens gets around it. He'll make up for that one on the first play with this one down here in the inning. It's probably fortunate for Lewis County that ball did not get in the glove of Smike, as that was probably going to slow it down and not allow Bivens to make the play out there at second base. So Connor Thacker comes in, a walk, his first time through. Came around to score a run. We'll get our Kool Sports Trivia question here in just a few moments. First pitch in there for a called strike. This is what Smike needs, a quick inning and keep the deficit of where it is at 4. That one's in the dirt into the backstop 1-1. Let's take a look at our Kool Sports Trivia question. This date in Major League Baseball history, back in 1994, this hitter breaks the record for most home runs from both sides of the plate by one player. Who was he? 606-571-7281. There's your 4 options. This one's fouled away at the plate. Will Clark is A. B is Tony Clark. I can tell you right now that's not it, because that's not what it should have been there. B. C is Chili Davis, and D is Eddie Murray. Again, 606-571-7281. A, Will Clark. B, Tony Clark. C, Chili Davis. D, Eddie Murray. We'll check the answer in the top of the 5th inning. Just text me. Be sure to put your name in there so I know who you are if you are the winner. 1-2 to Thacker. Rolled over toward the first baseman. Detillion on the high hop. He'll take the flip. Smike beats the foot race with Thacker. 2 down here in the second. So the catcher, Eli Lynn, steps in. A 2 RBI double his first time through. I just got a text message with a question of an answer from Sammy Holder. Now I'm going to give his little boy, for some reason, has got my number on hotkey. And he has FaceTimed me 3 times, including this afternoon. I tried to answer him today, though, and he didn't answer. But he did it twice over the weekend, and Sammy texted me, he goes, sorry, man, 10-month-old. I said, at least it's not 911. He goes, yeah, we've done that one too. I said, I remember doing that one with my son when he was 1. He goes, yeah, they called back. I said, oh, yeah. I said, they threatened to fine us if he called again. It's amazing. You give a kid a phone and how they can find a way to push buttons. 2 down, bases empty here in the second. Smike trying to work a clean second after giving up 5 in the first. Filthy breaking ball, but runs down out of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Raceland was set to play Fleming County on Friday night. That game was going to be at home. That game will have to be rescheduled as the Rams will depart for Owensboro on Friday. They'll play their first game on Saturday in the quarterfinals round, as that one's going to hit him. Third hit batter of the ball game as Lynn reaches with a 2-out hit by pitch. Should the Rams win on Saturday, they'll play in the semifinals at 8:30 and in the championships on 1:30 on Saturday. So Brigham Davidson steps in, 1-for-1, single to right field, had an RBI on that, moved up to second base on the fielding error. 2 outs, 1 on, as Schaefer will take the place over at first base. There he goes, and Davidson lifts this one skyward deep in the gap, right center field, and that one's held out to the wall. Schaefer's going to go first to third. Davidson's going to motor out to second base with a stand-up 2-out RBI double and make it 6-1 Rams. So Davidson pounding out his 4th double of the season. And now Michael Pennington comes in. There goes the runner toward third. Here's the throw down. It kicks away. Davidson's going to come home as the ball kicks away from the third baseman and makes it 7-1. And I will say something about this. I don't know that he ever touched third base. The way he slid in, it did not look like his foot ever got to the bag. It's a moot point now as a pitch comes to the plate. It looked like when he slid into his glove and then popped up as the ball kicked into left field and came onto the plate. Either way, count goes to 1-1. 7-1 Rams here in the second. Brief moment of sunshine popping through the clouds. A mixture of more clouds than sun here tonight, but a very comfortable night at the ballpark with a nice little breeze. Perfect evening. Beats a heck of what we had here last Tuesday night when it was 40 degrees and 30-mile-an-hour winds. Pennington ropes this one into center field, a base hit. Sixth hit of the ball game for the Rams. And Parker Eisen comes in. Eisen 1-for-1 today. Man, the smell of those hot dogs coming out of the concession stand is phenomenal. What is it about a hot dog at a baseball game that just makes it taste so much better? There goes Pennington on a breaking ball. They'll make the throw out towards second base, and it's well tardy. So Pennington swipes second base, and the Rams with the runner in scoring position here with 2 outs. He never signaled anything, so I'm assuming it was a ball. It looked very nice on the inside corner at the knees, though. 1-0. Breaking ball to the outside corner. If it wasn't a strike on the first one, that was a makeup pitch. Because that first pitch was way closer than that one was. 1-1. That one stays upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Runner aboard out at second base is Pennington with a 2-out single. He swipes second base to get himself into scoring position. This one's fouled away off the fingertips of Jordan at the plate, and the count evens at 2-2. A few answers coming through on the trivia question. Breaky ball hammered down the line, left field. That one's over top of the head of McGlone and all the way out to the fence. Ison's going to motor out to second base with a stand-up double, bringing home another 2-out RBI and make it 8-1. So Ison 2 for 2 today with now a double. And the inning continues for Cade Coldiron, who was hit by a pitch his first time through. Rams with 3 doubles in the ballgame. Gunnar Smith would go next if the inning continues. 0-1. Foul tipped into the mitt. Count goes to 0-2. Runner going. 0-2 pitch fouled away. He went into defense mode there. It would look like he was trying to slap it with a hockey stick. No balls and 2 strikes to the Rams right fielder. High breaky ball that stays up out of the zone 1 and 2. That smells like they fired the grill up now. Looks like it smells like some hamburgers or something going. No, she got the whole grill going tonight. That's the one good thing when you come to Vanceburg. There's always good food up here. 1-2 pitch goes upstairs and gets him to chase, and that'll end the inning. Rams push across 3 on 3 hits. They leave a runner. We're through an inning and a half. 8-1 Raceland. Back after this on Kool TV.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, you hit the right one. Bottom of the second inning, 8-1 Raceland. It's Mike Detillion and Jordan, a 3-2 up there this inning. Hat tip to my crew tonight. Trey Collier, my executive producer. Philip Roark taking care of our camera duties. Mike, a 357 hitter, 10 hits, 6 driven in, 3 doubles. Davison goes out for his second inning of work. Starts at a first pitch at the knees for a called strike. The 1-1. Fouled away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Davidson checks the wristband, and time called as he started into his motion. As a pitcher, you're taught to throw that ball. Throw it up the backstop if you have to, but don't slam on the brakes. That's what causes injuries. Let that baby fly. 1-2. Got him to chase downstairs. 1 down here in the second. Third strikeout of the ball game for Davidson. Base is empty and one down, and Brody Detillion, the first baseman, comes in. Detillion batting .289 on the season, 11 hits, 6 driven in. 2 doubles on the year. He's got one of the 2 home runs hit by this team on the season as well. Check that, my mistake. I looked at the wrong column. He and Ferguson have triples. Ferguson has both home runs. There's a chopper over toward first. Shore will take that one himself. 2 down in the inning. Numbers work well for me, but sometimes columns don't. I've got all these numbers jammed together. So Parker Jordan, the catcher, steps in, a 160 hitter. Check this out. My goodness, you guys are amazing up here. I'm going to have to, if we get into a long inning, you're all just going to have to watch baseball. I've got a brand spanking new, hot, fresh cheeseburger off the grill from downstairs. This turns into a long inning. I'm just going to have to turn it over to somebody else. I'm going to have to eat. One and one. I brought up some dirt. Nice pitch, that one at the knees for a call strike 1 and 2. Softball's in action up on the hill here. They're playing Russell tonight. Checking on that game here in just a second. I'll be back up on Thursday night, Lewis County and Raceland County softball. That one's in there for a called strike 3 to end the inning. Lewis County goes quietly in the second, 8-1 Rams, as we head to the third after this on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Yeah, I know we're back. I'm eating my stinky cheeseburger. What's your point? You want me to get out of the way of food? Are you kidding me? Top of the third inning. 9 in the top, do up this inning for the Rams. We get a new pitcher on the bump for Lewis County. As the right-hander of John Reeder's going to take over. 7th appearance. You got 7 appearances on the season. It'll be his 8th, an 0-4 record with a 7.19 ERA. 24 in the third innings of work, 32 hits given up, 14 strikeouts, 13 walks. 36 runs surrendered, 25 of those have been earned. So the book is closed on Smike. He goes 2 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 of those earned. Struck out a batter, walked a batter, and hit 3. So defensively behind it, what's going to happen is Reeder comes in, so that kills the DH. So Bivens leaves the ball game. Ferris is going to move from third to second, and Smike's going to go from pitcher over toward third. So Gunnar Smith hit by a pitch, got an RBI out of it his first time through. Lewis County leading Russell 10-3 up on the hill. And Smith fouls this one away. And, of course, my wife tries to call me. She's working a camera up there trying to call me. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to eat a cheeseburger, for God's sake. Stop calling me. Reeder 1 foot on, 1 foot off as the big right-hander kicks and deals. Gets Smith the chase. He's behind 0-2. Lewis County looking for their first district win in softball action. The 0-2. Misses high for a ball. Everybody chasing green up at the moment. They're 3-0, Raceland at 2-1. First matchup between Lewis and Russell, who are both at 0-2 in the bottom of the standings. 1-2. Chopped over towards short. It's going to be a tough play for Ferguson. Not going to be in time. That's going to be an infield single. The second time the Rams have put one over on the shortstop side and have legged it out. And again, Smith with great speed out of that right-handed batter's box. Starts things off with a runner on board, and that takes us back to the top of the order in Caden Shore. Shore 0 for 2, a flyout and a inning-ending double play on a ground out back to the pitcher when the bases were juiced back in the second. Smith with great speed over at first base. The first pitch at the knees for a call and strike. 0-1. This is one of those situations where I don't know that you move Smith because that forces you to have to pitch to Shore. Shore with long ball power. He's got 3 on the season, had 2 in one game. Nice dig there by Detillion on the low throw. 5 home runs on the year. Thacker has 2, Shore with 3. Thacker and Shore with both have had 2 home run games. Did it in the same week, as a matter of fact. That one just misses outside for a ball. 1-1. Eight-1 Rams here in the top of inning number 3. There goes Smith. Pitches downstairs. Smith is at second base. And a runner in scoring position here with nobody out here in the third inning. Two-one pitch, and we got time at the plate, and that's the thing you're taught there. Reader just lets it fly. Don't slam on the brakes. That's how injuries happen at the pitcher position, is you try to stop everything that's going forward in its natural motion and get something pulled. 2-1 to Shore. Stays off that one and misses it high, 3-1. Shore, very patient batter. 15 of the 65 walks this season for the Rams have been by him. One of 4 seniors on this year's squad for the Rams. Looking for his first hit of the ball game. 3-1. He ropes this one out to right, but right at Toller. Toller camps under it, makes the catch. 1 down in the inning. So brings in the third baseman of Landon Bloss. Bloss 0 for 2 in the ball game. Batting .311 on the season. Smith the lead out at second. There he goes toward third. He's going to take third base, and he was there as the ball got to the catcher. Pitch is called a strike, but Smith swipes the bag. So another run 90 feet away from the Rams, leading at 8-1 here in the third. Reader from the belt. This one's fouled straight back. Count goes to no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2. This Spike that one in the dirt, and that one gets past the catcher and brings in another run and makes it 9-1. So the wild pitch plates Smith. Lewis still batting in that second inning, leading at 10-3. It's also over on Kool TV tonight. We might see if we can do a picture-in-picture here in just a few minutes. We'll see if we got any extra cables with us. We can do it if we've got extra cables. We'll do it in the next inning. We'll do some live look-ins up there. Yeah, we can do that. That'll give me, as long as it doesn't take into time of me eating my cheeseburger. I can eat and talk at the same time, I'm sure. This was a flare out into the gap, and that was going to dive in for a base hit. Bloss gets on board for his first hit of the afternoon. And a one-out base runner aboard here in the third for the Rams.
Next up, number 15, Connor Thacker.
I'm falling asleep at the wheel. It's 0 for 1. I changed it before it got up there, but it didn't cycle. You must not have the automatic cycle on early enough. 0 for 1 with a walk for Thacker. Grounded out to first his last time back up. Catcher Eli Lind in the on-deck circle would go next. Rams have plated runs in all 3 innings thus far. Thacker a long pause, asks for time, and just as he started to ask for time, the plate comes plateward, and all he could do is sit there and watch it. It's called a strike 0-1. They got the runner leaning. They throw it away. They had Bloss dead to rights, and they sling it down the right field line. Bloss was dead to rights at first base as they had him timed up perfectly. But the bad throw from Reeder skips past Attillion and goes down the line and moves the runner out to second base. And the sophomore, you see a little grin there on his face. He's taking a collective sigh of relief as he looks over toward his skipper, Marty Mills, knowing that was probably some poles in his upcoming future. It's one thing to get picked off like that on a move by a lefty, but on a righty, that's just bad. Here's the 0-1. Okay, 1-1. Two balls and a strike to Connor Thacker. Deep breath for the pitcher, the long pause. 2-1, Thacker lays off that one, and it's at the belt for a called strike 2-2. The 2-2. Comes inside and gets him at the knees for a called strike 3, and Thacker doesn't like it. Caught looking for the second strikeout of the ballgame for Lewis County pitching. And with 2 down in the inning, it brings in the catcher of Eli Lind. Lind, a 2 RBI double his first time through, was hit by a pitch in the last at-bat. Lind collecting his 7th double of the season. Raceland in the ballgame. I believe has 3 is what I said earlier. Yes, 3 in the ballgame thus far with the Rams. Had 21 coming into the contest. First pitch up and in for a ball, 1-0. Brigham Davidson would go next. Lynn Davidson and Ison, the two baggers in the ball game. The 1-0. Runner goes. Pitch is down and away, and that's going to allow Bloss to take third base without a throw. Two-0 lifted skyward in the infield. Rader gives it a look on the mound, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The Rams plate one. They lead at 9-1 as we head to the bottom of the third after this on Kool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
I'm still trying to eat my cheeseburger. It's so good, too. Nine at the top, due up this inning for the Lions. Toller, Plank, and McGlone. Nine runs, 9 hits. No errors for the Rams. A run, a hit, and 5 errors for Lewis County. So Bryson Toller starts us off batting 125 on the season. He ropes this one in to left. And a base hit. He said, I don't need to see many pitches. Just give me the first one. So it rolls us back to the top of the order, and Connor Plank. Plank walked on 4 straight pitches his first time through. Shows bunt, pulls it back, and a ball. The 1-0. Called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Russell was answered back in the third. Now trailing at 10-7 in a shootout. Quick check of the runner back over at first. Easily back in. Kaya Noble in the circle for Lewis County. Just getting his backhand in there is Toller. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now Plank steps out. Chopper back to the mound. Davidson fields and throws. They could get 2 here. Eisen comes back to first, not in time. So they will get the lead runner. So 1-6 on the putout on the fielder's choice. And there's one down here in the third. That brings in Bob McGlone. Strikeout victim his first time through today. Now Marty Mills coming out to ask for help to see if they did, in fact, turn the double play. And Coach Mills dejected in the answer that he got. So Brady McGlone comes in. McGlone 0 for 1 with a strikeout. That one's in there for a called strike. A little 12-6 action, 0-1. Kyron Ferguson would go next. This is something I've said that it needs to happen in high school baseball, too, is that the number of disengagements that's allowed. There also needs to be a pitch clock that's entered in. This was a towering fly ball out to left. Thacker on his horse, racing back. That ball is up against the fence. That ball is gone. Bob McGlone yells Yahtzee and smashes a 2-run shot over the fence out and left. And trims the lead down. It's 9-3. Third home run of the season for Lewis County, the first from someone other than Kyron Ferguson, as McGlone clears the bases with 1 swing of the bat.
Next up, number 15, Kyron Ferguson.
Kyron Ferguson steps in, doubled his first time through. Fouls this one away off to the first base side. Giving a chase is Shore, and is not going to get there. Kind of leaving it 1-1. Let's take a look at the Kool Sports Trivia question while we're waiting for them to get resettled. This date back in 1994. This batter hits a home run from both sides of the plate and breaks the record for the most times it's ever been done. Who was it? A. Will Clark, B. Tony Clark, C. Chili Davis, D. Eddie Murray. There's the number to text me. We'll check the answer in the top of the 5th. That went in there for a called strike. I've already told you B is not the answer because that was my mistake. I messed up on typing the answers in. Slider down in the way, 2-2. So you can throw B out, so you're looking at A, C, or D. Be sure to text your name, who it is, when you text in so I can give you a shout-out if you get it correct. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down in the inning. So it brings in Cam Ferris. Ferris 0 for 1, a strikeout victim. Davidson fanning his 5th of the ball game. This one's chopped foul over toward third. John Reeder would go next. 2 runs across here in the home third on a towering 2-run shot for Brady McGlone. Nice pitch in at the belt for a called strike 0-2. That's the only bad part about the way the fence is. It's hard to tell from the press box when that ball gets over. It was watching Thacker's reaction. It looked like that ball was going to get up against the base of the wall, like we had one earlier that was right at the base of the wall on that double from Ferguson. But that time, that one found its way over top. 1-2. Breaking ball lifted fouling out of play. One-two pitch. Lifted skyward right side. Shore drifting into foul territory. Will make the catch, and that'll end the inning. But Lewis County plates 2 on the 2-run bomb from Bob McGlone. We're through 3, 9-3 Raceland. Back after this on Kool TV.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
That's why we hand stuff every Epic Stuffed Crust with a whole lot of flavor.
And we always start with our fresh, never frozen dough.
We never stop exploring new flavors of stuff in our crust.
And just wait until you see what we're cooking up next. The new Cheesy Calzone Epic Stuffed Crust, hand stuffed with a blend of garlic herb ricotta and mozzarella. Because no one stuffs a crust like Papa John's.
Top of the 4th inning. Yeah, you'll get a fixture in a second. Sorry. Hey, real quick, while we got a moment, let's jump over to softball. Turn our scoreboard off. There we go. 10-7. Lewis County leading that one. That game in the the bottom of the 3rd now it's moved to. Lewis County led that game 10-3, and then Russell got 4 back in the 3rd, and that's where it currently stands. All right, back here we go. Brigham Davidson will start things off. Davidson, Pennington, and Ison, the 3 that will go this inning for the Rams. Several correct answers, several incorrect answers to tonight's trivia question. The thing I love about it, though, is its answers. I love the interaction part of this gig is getting a chance to connect with several people out there. Some I know, some I don't know. But, it's a fun part of the broadcast I like to bring to it. Kind of adds an element to it as well. Scores around the bigs. Guardians lead the Yankees 4-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. Reds Marlins scoreless in the bottom of the 2nd down in Miami. Padres, Tigers, both getting a run in the 1st. They're going to be in the bottom of the 1st inning up in Detroit. Breaking ball dives inside, 3-0. Winners today over the Red Sox, 4-2 over the White Sox as they win on Marathon Day up in Boston. Champions Day, they call it. Nice pitch in there for a called strike, 3-1. Other games still to go this evening. Cardinals are in Atlanta. Blue Jays are in Houston, Giants in San Francisco. So a light schedule today. A lot of teams will get things rolling tomorrow. 3-1, upstairs ball 4. So Davidson on for the 3rd time in the ball game. A double, a single, and a walk. And now Michael Pennington comes in. 2 for 2. Single in the infield and then single to left. Or, to right, excuse me. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base is not in time. Davidson will swipe the bag. And the Rams with a runner in scoring position here in the fourth. Pennington trying to add to his already stellar night with a pair of hits already, looking for another one. Fastball stays upstairs, and the count goes to 2 balls and no strikes. No pitch as time was requested. 62nd District baseball going on over in Grayson tonight as East and West Carter squaring up. East Carter hammering the Comets right now, 13-3. That game in the fourth inning. There goes the runner, and this one's fouled away. 2-1. East and West will reconvene tomorrow night over in Olive Hill in Game 2 of that series. We'll be in Raceland tomorrow night with Game 2 of this series. Two balls and a strike. Quick check of the runner back at second base, and just getting his hand back in there was Davidson. Big John with a big move. He's nimble on the feet. Greenup and Russell playing in their first game tonight. They'll reconvene tomorrow evening as well. Breaking ball in there called strike 2-2. And then next Monday and Tuesday, it'll be Greenup and Raceland and Lewis and Russell. We'll have both the Raceland and Lewis County home games right here on Kool TV. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We're on second base and nobody out. 9-3 Rams here in the fourth. Runs that one inside and misses. 3-2. And Coach Wallingford making a long walk up and down the dugout, screamed wow, and got a long stare from the umpire. The pause in the pitch on the payoff pitch. Chopped over towards short. Ferguson on the second hop, settles and throws. They'll get the runner. They'll go toward third base. Can they get the double play? No. So productive out there by Pennington as he will move a runner across. But there's one down here in the fourth.
Next up, number 2, Parker Eisen.
So Parker Eisen steps in, 2 for 2. A double and an RBI. That was in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Squared up and fouled straight back on top of the press box. 1 ball, 1 strike. (9-3) here in the top of the fourth. Runner at third is Davidson. They try to bunt this one, but it goes foul. 1-2. And one gets over top of his head. Nice job there by Jordan. Come out of his crouch and haul that one in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2. Full count. Cade Coldiron will go next. Here's the payoff pitch from Reeder. A little flare out towards shortstop. Ferguson can't haul it in. It's going to be an RBI single for Parker Eisen, his second RBI of the ball game. That makes it 10-3. So Eisen 3 for 3. And Cade Coldiron comes in 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. There goes the runner. Pitch is a called strike. Throw kicks away and goes into shallow right center field, but the ball not far enough for Eisen to move up. Gunnar Smith in the on-deck circle, and then we go back to the top of the order of Caden Shore. 0-1 down and in. Count goes to 1-1. Breaky ball in there, called strike. Nice pitch, 1-2. The 1-2 offering. Chopper back towards short. This is going to be a tough play by Ferguson, and he can't play it. It's going to be an infield single. Had Ferguson fielded that one cleanly, it was still going to be a tough play to make a throw on Coldiron getting down the line. So the runners will be at the corners with one down here in the fourth.
Next up, number 1, Gunnar Smith.
So Gunnar Smith comes in, 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch and an RBI. Eisen over to third, so at the corners with one down here in the fourth. Rams in front 10-3. There goes the runner. That one hits Gunnar Smith. Second time in the ballgame he's been hit by a pitch. And that's going to get a visit to the mound from Coach Wallingford. So while we get that, let's jump over and check out softball. Lewis County leading at 10-7. One out with a run around at second base. Their game in the fourth inning. We'll be back with Lewis County softball on Thursday night. They bring in Rowan County at 6 o'clock. Guarantee that game will not start till about 6:15, 6:30 because of Rowan County getting buses. I've never seen Rowan County in a 6 o'clock game make it on time. Never. I don't care where it is they're going. Yeah, they're late on home games. And they're one of those anomalies. They've got a long way to go, no matter where they're coming from the opposite side of the region. We had the Lewis County Raceland game last Friday night, and, man, it was blustery cold. Wind was howling that night. It was blowing in, too. You could just tell when the ball came off the bat, there was absolutely no pop to it whatsoever. This is going to be a meeting to where Coach Wallingford will stand on that mound until somebody comes and tells him to break it up. Yeah. Zach Parsons is the one that's going to do it. Our home plate umpire, I think he forgot about him. He was talking with Marty Mills and then lost track of time, and Coach Wallingford is out there having a nice gingerly conversation with his infield, and So go back to the top of the order with a bases juice and Caden Shore, who's 0 for 3. A pair of flyouts and a ground out into a double play, bookended by those. Lifted a fly ball to Toller out and right his last time up. He smokes this one toward the third base side. Trey Mills, get out of the way. 0-1. Ison at third, Cold Iron at second, Smith over at first. Corners in, middle back here with one down in the fourth. That one's down and away, and the count evens at 1-1. That one hit him. Not certain where it looked like it got him on the ankle. Right on the ball of the ankle, and he's having trouble putting any pressure on that whatsoever. That is not a spot that you want to have a ball hit you in any form or fashion. Right on the ball of the foot. On the side of that ankle. So Shore's on board for the first time today. He'll pick up the RBI. I was wondering how long it was going to take somebody to say, don't rub it. So it makes it 11-3 Rams. 5-hit batsman by Lewis County pitching tonight. Reeder has hit 2, Smike hit 3. So Landon Blah steps in, 1 for 3. They'll say he did offer at the pitch. It was downstairs, 0-1. In there at the knees. Nice pitch, 0-2. Hits this one through the right side. Ferris can't get there. That's going to bring home 1 run. Here comes Smith from second. He'll come to third, to the home. Shore goes first to third. It's a 2 RBI single and makes it 13-3. Snuck that one past Ferris.
Next up, number 15, Connor Thacker.
So Bloss drives in 2. And brings in Connor Thacker, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a walk. He just pokes this one foul over on the third base side. There goes the runner, change up down and away. They'll throw it through. But the runner at third base does not break, so now second and third. The 1-1 to Thacker. Flares this one over out of the play on the third base side. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Thacker hangs around for another. Still 10-7 Lewis County after 4. Leading Russell up on the hill in softball action tonight. A big 63rd district contest for those two. Both looking for their first win of the season. So 1-2 to Thacker. Breaky ball down and in. 2-2. Change up down and away, and it's a full count. Eli Lynn stands in the on-deck circle to go next. 4 runs across here in the inning. Rams have made it a 10-run lead. Still only 1 out with 2 on. This will be the 35th pitch of the inning for Reeder. Payoff pitch. This one's out of the gap, right center field. Toller on his horse, chasing this one down. It's up against the fence and all the way out to the wall. 2 runs are going to come in to score. Thacker's going to slam on the brakes. It's going to be a 2 RBI double and makes it 15-3. Fourth double of the evening for the Rams.
Next up, number 14, Eli Lind.
That brings in the catcher of Eli Lind. He doubled and drove home 2 his first time through this evening. Oh, 1-1. 1 down here in the 4th. Ninth batter of the inning coming to the plate here. As Lind called for a strike number 2. He's behind 0-2. Brigham Davidson stands in the on-deck circle to go next. Thacker out at second after the 2 RBI double. As the Rams have played at 6 here in the 4th. 0-2. Chopped back through the middle. Ferris will pick and throw. And it gets away from the first baseman. It's going to bring home Thacker. Lind will go out to second base and make it 16-3. So the throwing error on the second baseman.
Next up, number 12, Brigham Davidson. Courtesy for the catcher.
So we'll get Aiden Schaefer out for the courtesy for the catcher, and we'll get another visit to the mound. And this one right here should bring a new pitcher. It's going to be a call to the bullpen. We'll step out as well. We'll tell you about it when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
New pitcher on the bump is the right-hander of Braden Kilbreth. His first appearance of the season. Kilbreth, a senior, is going to inherit a run around at second base of the courtesy runner for the catcher of Eli Lynn of Schaefer. And the 10th batter of the inning is going to come to the plate, Brigham Davidson. While he continues to warm up, let's jump over to softball action. See how things are going up on the hill. Still 10-7 Lewis County. That game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Been a very competitive ball game up there tonight. Raceland in this one in baseball played at 5 runs in the 5th. They got 1 run back in the Lewis got 1 back in the 1st inning on an RBI double from Ferguson. Rams put 3 across in the second, 1 more in the third. A 2-run shot from Bob McClone for Lewis County in the bottom of the third inning. Made it 9-3, but the Rams have played it 7 here in this inning, and they lead it 16-3 as Kilworth goes to the bump for his first time this season, and he'll go after Brigham Davidson, who's 2 for 2. Pumps in a first pitch and misses low for a ball, 1-0. Guardians roughing up the Yankees 5-0 now after 4 up in Cleveland. Marlins have jumped on the Reds 2-0 in the bottom of the third in Miami. That's a balk. Yeah, the runner took off, so it's going to credit the runner to third base on the balk, as he did not disengage before he stepped toward third base. You cannot step toward an unoccupied bag, hence the reason for the balk. So it counts 1-0. And this one shoots through the left side into the left field, a base hit. Davidson's third hit of the ball game.
Up next, number 3, Michael Pennington.
So Michael Pennington comes in 2 for 3. Other scores in the bigs. Tigers lead the Padres 3-2 up in Detroit. Mets an early 1-0 lead over Philadelphia. That game up in New York tonight. Cardinals and Braves just getting things underway. Bottom of the first inning down in Atlanta. Let's take another look at our trivia question for tonight. Again, we'll check the answer. May have to check it in the fourth inning, depending on what happens in this inning. This date in 94, this hitter breaks the record for most home runs from both sides of the plate by one player. Who was he? Will Clark, Tony Clark, Chili Davis, Eddie Murray. Text me 606-571-7281. We'll check the answer either in the bottom of the fourth or the top of the fifth inning, depending on the outcome of how this half inning finishes. And another balk is called. That'll move Davidson out to second base. If the Rams plate another run in this inning, it puts the 15-run rule into effect. It's 15 after 3, 10 after 5. There's still only one out here in the inning. The 1-0 goes behind Pennington to the backstop. That'll move the runner out to third base on the wild pitch. Gilbert's 2-0. Up and in, 3 balls and no strikes. Pennington went 0 for 3 with 2 runs driven in that 5-2 win over Pikeville Friday night. The 3-0. Bounces in there, and then 4 straight puts him on board. And to the plate comes Parker Eisen. Eisen 3 for 3, a double and 2 RBIs. $17 runs on 14 hits for the Rams. That's in there for a called strike. I will tell you this much, gentlemen, the strike zone has, and if it hasn't, it needs to, is going to open. If it's in the dirt circle, you better be swinging. The 0-1. That one's going to kick away. That'll bring home the runner from third on the wild pitch and make it 18-3. Most runs scored by the Rams this season had been 14 in that first game of the season. They scored 14 against East and West. Check that. They scored 15 against Morgan County. 15-0 win in the All-A. 11-0 win over Fairland, and then scored 11 last week against Russell in Game 2 of the series. Here's the 1-2. Down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pause in the pitch. Sent back up the middle. Ferguson fields and throws, not in time. Infield single for Eisen as he'll pick up his 4th hit of the ball game. That was a tough play by Ferguson. Just getting range to that spot and making a throw on it was good in itself. But they'll be at the corners now, and Kate Coldiron to the plate. And we're going to pinch hitter for him as Sam Lind is going to come on to swing for his first time tonight. So Lind, a .231 hitter, 3 hits, 2 driven in. So Lind will take his first swings of the evening. Aiden Schaefer in the on-deck circle to go next for the Rams. This one's hit back out towards second, and it's going to bobble off the bag, off the chest of Ferguson. Everybody's going to be safe. That's going to be a fielder's choice is what it's going to go down as he was trying to play the ball at second base.
Up next, number 21, Aiden Schaefer.
So the run does score, making it 19-3. And Aiden Schaefer's going to come in for Gunnar Smith. So Schaefer on the season, a .500 hitter. He's 1 for 2 on the season. That's why there's no stats on the screen, is a lot of these guys are typically guys that just come in to run. First one's in there for a called strike. Out to right. Toller makes the catch. 2 down in the inning. So Graydon Floyd will come in. Floyd making his first at-bat of the season in the varsity ranks. A 10-run 4th inning for the Rams. The 1-0. And that one hits him. So that'll load the bases for Landon Bloss. So Bloss steps in 2 for 4. reached on an error his first time through, lined out to second. And then a pair of singles, one to center and one to second. Pillows covered up with Rams. Ison at third, Lind at second, Floyd over at first. Hard hit ball out towards third. Ferguson fields and throws, and that'll end the inning. But the Rams play 10, and they lead at 19-3 when we return to Vanceburg after this on Kool TV.
Good morning, Isabella.
Hi, David.
Back for your morning routine?
Clark's Refresh Rewards program is something you'll flip for.
Hey, Isabella.
Hi, Annabelle.
Donut?
Don't forget the sprinkles. Cream and sugar.
Download our app today and enjoy all of the rewards. No flipping required.
Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
We go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 19-3 Raceland. Reeder, Smike, and Tillion, the three do up this inning for Lewis County. And it's actually going to be Kilberth that'll lead things off as he replaces Reeder. New pitcher on the bump for Raceland's will be Landon Bloss, making his 7th appearance on the season with a 1-1 record, a .81 ERA. 17 of the third innings of work, 13 hits, 16 strikeouts, 8 walks, 6 runs, 2 of those have been earned. So the final numbers for Davidson, he goes 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs, all earned. Struck out 5, walked a batter. New catcher behind the dish is Braden King. New third baseman is Caden Smith. Shore back in at first. Schaefer goes to center field, and Lynn stays in the ballgame out at right. So Kilberth, his first at-bat of the evening, a .333 hitter on the season. One for 3 with a walk. He chops the first pitch from Bloss foul. We're going to check our trivia question with an out here in this inning after the Rams push it into a mercy run rule effect unless Lewis County pushes across 2 runs here in the inning. Fastball kicks away from the catcher. The count goes to 1-1. And these two teams will hook up tomorrow night down in Raceland. 6 o'clock first pitch, 5:45 pregame show. Tries to spot that one inside and misses 2-1. Softball still leads Russell 10-7 up on the hill. That game in the 5th inning of work. That was a called strike. No, excuse me. I've not moved my thing. 12-7 now in the 6th. I hadn't moved my screen up far enough. Breaky ball in there, called strike 3. Went 12-6 with him on the strikeout. One down here in the 4th. Pulls the string on it and just snaps it right in there. The old wiffle ball breaking ball. So Bryson Helpenstein will come in. Helpenstein 0 for 1 on the season. Getting his first AB of the day. It's a little flare out toward right. Coming on is Lind with a running catch out in right field. 2 down to the inning. Sam Lynn showing off the range out there in right field. So 2 down. And Caden Stevenson steps in. It's not Will Clark. Foul tip at the plate. Let's check our Kool Sports trivia question. This date in Major League Baseball history, 1994. This hitter hits from both sides of the plate and smacks home runs for the 11th time, which broke Mickey Mantle's record. Who was it? Well, it was D, Mr. Eddie Murray. We're double threes for the Baltimore Orioles. He was a phenomenal player. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2. The first correct answer that I received this evening was Sammy Holder's kid. Sammy Holder got in with the first correct answer, not saying D. Big thanks to everyone who sent in answers tonight, both correct and incorrect answers. Always appreciative of everyone tuning in during the broadcast and interacting. We'll have another trivia question tomorrow night. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 down here in the fourth. 19-3 Rams in front. Bloss trying to close it out here. Pipes that one in there, called strike 3, and that's your ball game. Final score in this one, 19-3. Post-game when we return after this on Kool TV.
Here at Kentucky Christian University, we believe that nursing saves lives. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling. KCU has a reputation for producing exemplary graduates who excel both clinically and professionally. With options for both in-person and online studies, KCU is ready to help you begin the career of your dreams today. Find out more at kcu.edu.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Final score in 4 innings in this one. Raceland wins it 19-3. Here's how it went down. The Rams played at 5 runs in the first inning. They got a quick out and then rolled off 5 before the next out came to the plate. Lewis County got 1 back in the home first on a RBI double from Kyron Ferguson. It was 5-1 through 1. The Rams played 2 runs in the second inning. That was 8-1 after 2 complete. 1 more across in the third. Lewis County counters with a 2 spot on a 2-run shot from Bob McGlone, 9-3 through 3. And then the Rams bat around almost twice in the fourth, in which they plate 10 runs. And they get out of here with a victory, 19-3 in 4 innings. We'll take a break. We come back, we'll look at our final numbers and wrap things up here in Vanceburg. Rams go to 3-0 in district play. We'll wrap things up when we return after this here on Kool TV.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Since 1932, we've been a proud part of Kentucky, dedicated to serving our members with integrity, respect, and a commitment to excellence. We believe that by working together, we can create a brighter future for everyone. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for retirement, or starting your own business, we're here to help you every step of the way. So stop wishing and start doing. And let's build a financially successful future together. Thank you for being a part of our journey.
Baseball and softball seasons are here, and Grayson Sporting Goods is your one-stop shop for everything from bats and gloves to helmets and accessories. No matter the age, Grayson Sporting Goods has the size to get your favorite star ready to hit the field. Grayson Sporting Goods also offers a full selection of East and West Carter team gear with custom printing and embroidery available on many items. Stop by Grayson Sporting Goods, located on Main Street in downtown Grayson, proudly serving Carter County and surrounding counties since 1975.
Final score of this one, 19-3 in 4 innings. Let's take a look at our final box score. For Raceland tonight, Landon Bloss goes 2 for 5 with 2 runs driven in. Connor Thacker 1 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. Eli Lynn 1 for 3 with 2 runs driven in. The meat of the order didn't do a lot of the damage. Most of it was done toward the bottom. Brigham Davidson goes 3 for 3, scores 4 runs, drives in 3. Michael Pennington 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Parker Eisen goes 4 for 4 with 2 runs driven in. Tonight, Raceland with 4 doubles, Eisen, Lynn, Davidson, and Thacker. Ferguson with a double for Lewis County, and then Bob McGlone with a 2-run shot back in the third. 3 hits for the Lions tonight, McGlone, Ferguson, and Toller collecting those 3 hits. Final pitching looks like this. Davidson goes 3 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, strikes out 5. He walks a batter. He'll pick up the win. Bloss throws an inning of scoreless, hitless baseball, striking out 2. Zane Smike, 2 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned. Strikes out a batter, walks a batter. He'll take the loss. John Reeder, an inning and a third, 6 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And then Killebrith goes 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Did not strike out a batter. He walked 1 batter. Final box score looks like this for the Rams. 19 runs on 15 hits, no errors. They strand 7 runners on base. Lewis County 3 runs, 3 hits, 6 errors. They leave a runner on base. An hour and 48 minutes to decide this one as the Rams pick up their 3rd district win of the season. They go to 13-4 on the season and 3-0 in 63rd district play with a 19-3 victory here in Vanceburg. Game 2 of the series tomorrow night down in Ramland. 5:45 pregame show, 6 o'clock first pitch, and should be a beautiful night for baseball when we bring you coverage down at Raceland. Hat tip to my crew tonight, Trey Collier and Philip Rourke. Great job by them as well. Again, your final score, Rams win it in 4, 19-3. For Trey Collier, Philip Rourke, everyone here at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carr saying good night and so long.
Thank you for watching another Lewis County Lions broadcast live on Kool TV. This broadcast of Lewis County Lions baseball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.